Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Now that's well seen too. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Guardiola, Peter, is a fella who appeared on the scene after a meteoric rise on the international scene, but he really is, for me, the blueprint of the modern centre-half. And, of course, he can play at left-back too. He's old school, he's uncompromising defensively, and he is truly outstanding on the football.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly, actually, at both ends. Nicely aimed pass. Kante does well to get it back. Rodri, it's a searching pass. Van Dijk cuts it out. Messi. That's been cut out, well played. Yamal. Guardiola wins the duel this time. And it's Guardiola. And he's picked out the run. Batistuta receives it in a wide position. Oh, it's played into the area. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Crossed in again. Batistuta! I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the water.
It's Asa! Goal! Sporting! And Sporting score first. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Sporting have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Yamal. Now it's Vieri. Great vision. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's picked his way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's had it nicked away. Yamal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Hazard. Great pressure, plenty of it.
Manchester United clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Now it's Vieri. Tries to play it through. Van Dijk. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Park Ji-sung. Messi. Now it's Vieri. That's a good ball out wide. Looking for options for movement. And the shot! Hazard. Now Mbappe. Timber does really well to win the ball there. Can he get on the end of this? Well, that pass isn't the best. That's been slipped through. And he gets rid in a hurry. And he thumps it clear. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Yamal. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Threads one in. Oh, well measured. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Timber. Van Dijk. Tries to pass it through. Kante unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Sporting really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Oh, well played, well played. Van Dijk makes the interception. Messi. Now it's Hazard. Now that looks a decent ball. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Park Ji-sung showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball but couldn't quite sort it out. Hazard. And it's Guardiola. Pass somewhat off target. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, important interception. And there's the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another and we know it's an awful long way back.
Sporting are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
And the action is back underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Park Ji-sung providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Great defending, strong and determined. Vieri. Cannavaro gets a foot in here, and he shoots! Hazard. Messi. Driving forward. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Hazard. And that is expertly dealt with. Defending was strong and... There's the shot! Messi. Very nicely done. And he's there to retrieve it. The referee's awarded a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He'll fancy himself from here. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Guardiola! And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Hazard. Hazard takes control of it and he's on the move. Out towards the flank. Nicely weighted ball. And smartly reclaimed. Guardiola. And the finish! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often...
And a chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Conte stood up well to him there. Can he get it through? Brilliantly cut out. And that is a little undercooked. Cannavaro. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Guardiola. Now it's Park Ji-sung. And no, that was never going to make it. And he was quick to react. Messi. Aimed beyond the defence. Messi. Flings in across. Azar. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Azar. Looking for the run. And he's cut it out. Timber. He's had it taken off him. Azar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That is good alertness. And here's Vieri. Azar. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's Messi. And the through ball. Haaland! He's scored! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
That's brilliant control, Peter, from an awkward height too. You know, it's great improvisation here.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Vieri. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now, can they get him away?
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Now it's Azar. Looking to play him in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Oh, he's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Knocks it into space. Nicely spread.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, they've got it again. Park Ji-sung. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Guardiola. And there goes the final whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Now it's Batistuta.
Well, Xabi Alonso is the standout. He'll be looking to set the tempo and dictate the play here, Peter.
He is so integral to this team, isn't he?
Yeah, he has the quarterback influence on a team so that as soon as he gets on the ball, everyone starts making runs. He's a master passer and a beautiful manipulator of the ball.
Can he get it through? And he's onside! And he decides to cross it. Mbappe! Oh, this looks sharp. And no, that was never going to make it. Well read, nice interception. Park Ji-sung. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Messi. Camavinga. Ruben Dias. Now he's off and running. And it's Camavinga. Sporting yet to have an attempt on goal. Guardiola. Timber. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Xabi Alonso, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Header! Batistuta. Xabi Alonso. And they're quick to get it back. Lyon looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can.
Decent chance! Goal! Lyon! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Vitinha did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's been cut out, well played. Azar. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Guardiola, good take, and is he in? Camavinga. Now it's Batistuta. And this is Batistuta. He might be in here! Batistuta. Big chance! Conte. And it's Azar. Azar going face-to-face with his great rival. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Sporting truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Great vision.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Messi. Xavi Alonso. And this is Batistuta. Now it's Vitinha. Now it's Mbappe.
He'll be disappointed with that.
Lyon have it back and can go again. Park Ji-sung. Played into space. That's good vision. And Batistuta! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
And back to the goalkeeper. Nuno Mendes. There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're off again.
Sporting really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. It's Park Ji-sung. Conte. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. That has ended up in no man's land.
Oh, really well played.
And that has put paid to that. Messi. Timber. Aimed beyond the defence. Rodri. Pass somewhat off target. Picked out Guardiola! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Guardiola is offering a wry smile there.
It's Park Ji-sung. Hazard. Lovely feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Just the goalkeepers, and Batistuta!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Hazard is wide and looking to get onto this. Terrific header! Oh, split-second reaction.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now that's well seen too. Lyon appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Alexander-Arnold. And he's chosen to go back. And here's Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an error. And the shot! Camavinga with the clearance.
Changement pour l'Olympique lyonnais. Le numéro 22, Messi. Le numéro 15. À leur place, le numéro 23, Hazard. Le numéro 8. Attention, changement.
Now, can they get him away? Mbappe. Now it's Batistuta. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. It's a pretty loose pass. Sporting, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Hazard. Hazard with the delivery. Cleared away. Hazard. And it's Timber. Timber goes on a run down the left wing. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Batistuta. Hazard. And it's Timber. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And that could set him on his way. And the flag has stayed down. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
Changement.
He won't be happy with that one. Sporting are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Changement en cours.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And he's picked it up out wide. Barella. And this is Batistuta. Sporting are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Alexander-Arnold. He can run onto that. There's no flag. He has found the way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Real chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Changement pour l'Olympique lyonnais. Le numéro
So
6.
now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Le numéro 7. À leur place, le numéro 14. Le numéro 20.
And it's Hakimi. Spread neatly. Mbappe gets into some space. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. This looks promising. He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him. And his response, absolutely clinical.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Batistuta is onto this. Now it's Mbappe. And a chance! The last act of the game, which they chased to the very end. It finishes all square, but boy, they were close to snatching it. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Toma. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Timber. That's Park Ji-sung. Timber wins the duel this time. Gerrard. Foden. Good ball, good take. And this is Batistuta. Couldn't squeeze it through. Batistuta. Looking to play him in. Big chance! It's fallen loose again! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Toma. Really fierce, close defending. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Pass somewhat off target. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. A heavy challenge. Throw in. Mohamed Salah. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Serginho. Fernando Torres. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Mohamed Salah. Cross goes in there. And that is masterful defending. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Torres, and Torres! No goals as yet. Conte. It's a really well-measured ball. And this is Torres. And the shot! They've scored! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Big header! Harmlessly behind. Gerrard, a player who needs no introduction. It's a promising position. Toma, and that's aimed into the middle. It's a goal kick. Timber. Guardiola. And it's Salah. Conte, played out to the right. Now it's Foden. Cannavaro. And it's Van Dijk. Gerrard. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He is through here. Now that is a hefty challenge.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now that's well seen too. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Batistuta. Gerrard. Looking for options for movement. No, that's been intercepted. Xavi Alonso is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough and he knows it.
Oh, that's a key interception. Rivaldo. Batistuta. And this is Park Ji-sung. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting traffic to be heavy after the final whistle today.
And we're underway again.
Sporting really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Rivaldo, who's set up one goal so far. And now they can clear their lines. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Played towards the other side.
Good switch, that.
Adams tries to play it through. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And he's picked it up out wide. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Park Ji-sung. Always onto this. Oh, nicely intercepted. Sporting still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Cannavaro. Alexander-Arnold. Salah. Decent progress down the left.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Nice interception, well timed. Serginho. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Toma.
That was lovely, that.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's found a way through.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Park Ji-sung had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
That is great defending, so alert. Oh, it's come loose. Now this could be a chance, and he was quick to react. Alexander-Arnold, tidy with his distribution. And the shot! And again! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Fernando Torres is offering a right smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Adams getting this one clear. Park Ji-sung. Sporting have the chance to go the other way. And it's Xabi Alonso. Sporting still have the cards to affect this game. Into the last quarter of an hour. Threads one in. Rivaldo gets into a good position. Adams can get it clear.
Substitution on the field. Number
This is their
9,
second corner of the game.
Fernando Torres. Number 22, Mitoma. Number 14, Xabi Alonso. Coming on the field, number 19, Mbappe. Number 17, Hazard. Number 16, Rodri. Substitution.
And the keeper beats it away. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They won another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He might be in here! Sporting must do something here, and very quickly.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Zaire Emery can so cleverly bypass the press. Hazard. Oh, that's well spotted.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And the through ball.
Sporting really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks and sustain some pressure.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. That's a good run down the left. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Alexander-Arnold. And we're done. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of...